Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer, Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, call 206-402-0100 and enter PIN number 161329#. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, my beautiful people that I love. Coming to you from LA again. Happy to say all the fires are out. Hallelujah. Yeah. Boy, it was a January, you know. And of course our hearts go out to everyone who lost important things in their life. And interesting, when I ask the channel, you know, a lot of times I know exactly what I want to talk about. But sometimes I just like to go into the channel and, you know, see what's up for everybody. And they said the highest thing I could serve you with today is to talk about loving myself. That's where a lot of people are getting tripped up. So they took me to number 4, core belief. First of all, I don't know what I want, so I don't create it, don't know where to go, don't know what to ask for, etc. And that comes from a lot of our former teachings. Shocker, huh? Because most of our little children were taught that's a no-no to love yourself, you know. Take care of everybody else in front of you. Gee, I don't know that one at all. So they want you to know that unconditionally we all have permission to love ourselves in the highest way, of course, not in a selfish way, not what I'm talking about. To love ourselves first. And when we fill up ourselves with beautiful love and excitement about who we are, we have a lot more to share with others. Then they took me to core belief 24, when I am loved, I am depressed. And when they broke that down for me, when I love myself, I trust others. This is the belief, okay? When I love myself, I trust others, I get hurt, and I lose something. So, again, loving ourselves gets us what we don't want. That's the belief we need to redirect. We know when we love someone in the highest way, we do whatever we can do to serve them and take care of them, encourage them, nourish them. And we want to do that with ourselves first. So our, as the phrase goes, cup runneth over. So when you put those two things together, we get to, I have to give up me so I can take care of others. Gee, is there one person out there that doesn't relate to that? Huh? Okay, we're going to balance all of that. So everybody go to your love place. Feel into that love. Today and every day, I choose to love myself in the highest way first, so that I may be of service to all other energy. Invoking the symbol formula, violet flame, golden light, we are divine love. And so it is, baby cakes. We're starting our fabulous program tomorrow. I'm excited about this, man. It's gonna be on camera, and we're gonna meet for an hour every day, 6:00 Pacific time, and we're gonna break down the whole creation process and look at individually what we need to address. So that starts tomorrow. You still have time to sign up if you so choose, but I would strongly suggest you don't sign up after noon tomorrow because you want to get in on the whole program. Okay, can I go to the callers? Please have your questions ready. And we're going to start with Katie in Georgia. You're on.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, sweetheart.
I'm so used to pressing, so I'm like, I don't have to press anything to talk. I have been, yesterday, I went out.
Just
right?
ask your question, baby. Ask your question.
I kind of want to, I don't know how to ask. I need to just say what happened, and maybe you can interpret it.
Okay.
Okay. So I wanted to go meet to a party to meet some men, right? But before I went, I was going to get something to eat at this restaurant, and my friend wanted to come with me. And we go to the restaurant. We're there just talking to women, but I had said I wanted to be around men. So we're talking to these women, and it wound up like hours and hours is passing, and I never get to the party I really want to go to. And while we're talking, the girl has a business, and she's telling me about the business, and then I say something, and she goes, you know what? I'm going to use that. I'm going to put that on a T-shirt, and like I'm going to use that. And then she took my name down and stuff, but I'm like, I kind of have a shirt business too, and about food or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like, how can somebody just say like something I created or said and just say, well, I'm taking that and it's mine?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Because you're spending the whole evening doing stuff you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So the universe is just keeps shoving it at you, Katie.
Yes.
I mean,
and
honey, I want you to listen to what you just said. I wanted to go meet men, so I hung out with women all night. I didn't want to stay here talking to women, but I did. So I'm not doing anything that I say I want to do.
Yeah, and the thing that had just happened the day before, and I kind of made it like, no, today I'm going where I want to go. And then my guy friend wanted to come, and then we're there. He's like, you know what? I don't really want to go to the party. He goes, because when I went to that party last time, I spent so much money, so I don't really want to go. So I think he was kind of like dragging it out. Yeah,
it's just the same thing.
I'm doing what other people want me to do, kind of.
Well, yeah, and you're not listening to yourself. And when I say you really wanted to go out and meet men, it goes right to no. Did you want to leave that party? No. So let's get to the core belief that keeps you from doing what you say you want to do. Sheets. But give me a song, any song that pops in.
A song. I Believe I Can Fly.
Okay. You don't believe you can do this. And if you don't know that you are the God of you that creates everything and trusts that, you will spend your life showing yourself that you can't. Do you understand, guys? The energy must match your beliefs. That's a rule, a scientific rule. You want to shift you must shift within you first, and then your life shifts. Okay?
Yeah, so how would I turn this around?
Well, you tell me. You tell me.
I'm the powerful God of me who does what I want first, or put myself first.
Yeah, but you got to go to love first before you direct it. Okay. And then you got to do it. The next time you don't want to go somewhere else, you don't, and you go where you want to go.
Right. I could have just
by
left
the
him
way,
and said, I'm leaving and going where I want to go.
Which, by the way, when I say you really want to meet men, it goes to no. So let's try. I am the powerful God of me who chooses to give me what I say I want. That's what it's really about. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
From your love place. All right, Katie. Yeah, that was a great lesson for everybody. All right, we are going to Miss Reva. You are on.
Hey, I'm here. Are you there?
I'm here, baby.
All right. Well, I talked to you the other day, and you asked me to call in and share this piece of good news regarding Altadena, and that's what I'm doing. I follow the Altadena page regarding what's going on and what people might need. And the other day I came across, someone posted, let's have a posting of, well, it's all going to be okay. Like on the bright side. So some man posted, on the bright side, I said to my daughter, who I think was 8, let's just pretend we were going to bulldoze everything anyway and start over. And his daughter said, cool.
Yeah. Perspective.
And as you pointed out, the perspective. That's right.
That's right. He gave her a positive perspective, which, again, guys, is a choice. Okay, great. There was part 2, wasn't there?
Well, the part 2 was then I was reading the posts on that page, and a friend of mine who lost her home said, you know, people are asking, what can we do? And nobody has ever said, book. She said, I would just like a new book. I said, great. We'll go to Romans. You pick out a book, and I'll get you a book. And I'm going to talk to Romans today and ask if anybody else has stepped up and see what might be able to happen as far as getting people books. And from someone who loves books and loves to read a book in my hands, going to Romans would be heaven because it's just got books galore.
And then tell them about the toys because I love that idea.
And then a woman was on Katie Fang yesterday being interviewed regarding, and she's in New Jersey, and when she saw the fires, she thought, what would a little kid want? Because she has 3 little kids. And she thought their stuffed animal or blankie that they may have lost. So she started a thing that gives kids stuffed animals or blankies or whatever their comfort was that they may have lost and not been able to take with them.
Beautiful. You see, it's so simple and yet would be such a great loving gift for people. So you're going to send me those links like ASAP, Reva.
Well, I've tried to find the link on the woman and I can't, so I've messaged her and I'm hoping I do hear back from her today.
Okay.
And another thing I found after I talked to you, an 8th grade girl, started a whole thing about what do teenage girls want that they lost.
Beautiful.
So you've got all these different groups of folks stepping up that I would never have thought of a child or a teenage girl because I'm not that.
Yeah, and the channel wants to point out that these three people coming forward with all this is an example of loving yourself first.
Ah,
yeah.
There you go.
Because, again, it's back to Neil Donald Walsh's book. It's not their moment. It ends up being a shared moment. But the moment of decision about doing this, that's yours. That's your opportunity to feel good about you and, how you're
and to
participating.
be of service. I just love to be of service, and however I can do it. And if anybody on the call has any ideas, please let Dee know and give them my number, because I'm open to any thoughts about how to expand this, because this is not going to be solved or taken care of in the immediate future, but this kind of service can be done now.
Yeah. Beautiful, Reva. Thank you for calling in to share that. I wanted everybody to hear that. That's how Phoenix rises from the ashes.
Exactly.
Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate your call. All righty. We're going to Brian in New Jersey. Hi, babe.
Good morning.
How are you?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Good. What's your question?
Well, I'm going to piggyback a little bit on our first caller from Georgia here. Surrounding my career, I'm finding myself in a position where I'm creating a new path in my life, because it's kind of brought to my attention that I either need to do that or I'm going to get probably most likely pushed out of where I am now. And so I just want to see what the channel has to say regarding that. If there's anything.
Well, the first thing the channel says is, what do you want? Because you have not stated clearly to yourself or the energy what you want. Guys, you can't get what you want if you don't know.
Well, in my daily direction, I state what I want, how much money I want, doing something that I love, that I'm good at, that makes me feel good and conscious of my, confident about myself, being open to whatever that opportunity is, not, focusing on the what or the how, so to speak. Do I need to be more specific on that?
No, but until now, you hadn't really spoken that to yourself.
Because I feel like I have.
That's a true statement.
Okay.
Now, go to your love place.
Okay.
Have you been directing it from there?
Yes.
Hold on. Okay. So, is there a core belief? Yes. This page. Here, 1 through 5. Okay. They're taking me to, I can never be God. So, basically, Brian, I know what I want, and I've directed what I want, but I can never be the powerful God that creates it. And that's where you're falling out.
Got it.
Guys, can I ask everybody today to give up the fight? Just give up the fight that you're not God. It's just a choice. Can everybody on this call accept and claim I am the powerful God of me? And I absolutely create me and my life in every way. And it feels like love. Just try it. Okay? You got it? When I say there's anything else, Brian, I get a no.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let let me mirror back to you what you just said. Okay. Does that sound like I got it and I'm going to do it and I know it? Okay.
Well, that's how
hear
I feel. Like, okay, I got it. Let's go for it. Let's do this. We are doing it.
Okay. All right. And it's all possible.
And it's already done.
Yeah, guys, you must shift you, and then all energy around you shifts. Okay. Thanks, Brian. That was a good lesson for all of us. Kate in New Mexico, you're on.
Hi, Dee. It's
Hi,
been
babe.
a while. I created and accomplished an amazing solo trip over the holidays for 6 weeks. I
Beautiful.
was in Europe. Yeah, in New York. And I felt amazing and like, wow, I did this. And I asked myself, why don't I feel that in my hometown? Why don't I feel that when I come home? And what I got was because your family is not there. Or I got my little girl feels more comfortable. Like I can accomplish things more in other countries than I can in my life here. And where's the fallout there or the belief?
Well, that is a belief. Right there.
But from my childhood, how does that connect to my early childhood?
Well, it started around 3 years old with your dad.
Oh.
So did your dad leave home to go to work?
Yeah, and he traveled, but not a lot, like for a week, and would come back.
Yeah, but I'm sure you heard, well, Daddy has to go to work so he can make a living for all of us. Shit like that, you know? So, and it's really easy then to put the belief together when people leave, when they go away from home, that's when they go to work and keep us safe. Safe is the highest word, which is interesting. You are safer when you are away from home.
Yes, I feel that.
Okay. So you want to know that you create your safety wherever you are. Again, wherever you go, there you are.
Oh, yeah.
So whether you go to a foreign country or you go into your own home, the safety is within you.
Okay. Yeah, my little girl hears that for sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yep,
and so
that's the highest thing. Go ahead.
And then feeling from the base, I have to go back to the foundation. And then from feeling safe first, then, wow, I can do anything here. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
So you sound like you're clear about why you have not felt safe at home, as safe as when you're traveling.
Oh, yeah, there's more. I don't want to say it on this call, but there's more. Yeah.
Okay, you got it, though. That's
that's
a belief you want to redirect so that you can experience your safety everywhere. Because your safety is within you. Okay. Got it?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Tune in more often, women. Okay, we're going to Erin in Paris. Hello, darling.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Oh, it's so good to hear from you. I'm great. Thank you.
It's nice to hear your voice. So, I could give you details, but why don't I just say I would like the channel's advice and or insight into a pulmonary, maybe cardiopulmonary issue that I've just had that scared me, that I think I've resolved, but I want to know how to stop it from happening again.
You have resolved it, and it's not that you want to stop it again, because that puts the attention on it. If you have to stop something, you have to create it to stop it.
Okay.
Okay. So it's more about your lungs. I'm not a doctor, guys.
No, it's about my lungs. I couldn't breathe.
They're taking me. Oh my God. It's tied into what Kate was talking about. When I say you feel safe in Paris, like you can take a breath of fresh air and go, oh yeah, I'm safe and I'm here, and it goes right to no.
Really?
Yeah, so let's ask why you can't breathe freely in Paris. And that's metaphorical, of course.
Right.
We're going to a core belief. Here, 22, 23. When I'm loved, I'm depressed. Do you love Paris?
You know me. I'm not that weird. Yes, I love Paris.
Okay. So this goes back to 3 years old. Everybody go back to 3 years old if you're looking for where, because that's usually where the beliefs with our family, because we've learned enough words and picked up enough nuances that we really start creating belief systems around 3. So that's where we're going. The dads are up today with your dad.
You know, the picture that I'm getting. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, the picture that I'm getting is my dad smiling, standing over me while I'm blowing out candles for my birthday.
Okay. And then what happened?
My dad was a good guy. I don't know.
He wasn't, honey. Look, I'm telling everybody, these things don't mean that one or both of your parents were not good. It means you put together a belief in the moment that really didn't apply.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm not sure I can get back that far other than an image of a photo I know.
And just go to 7 or 8 in your childhood. How would the love of your daddy be connected with being sad?
Honestly, nothing's coming to mind, Dee. I mean,
okay,
I did feel loved by my parents.
That's a true statement. But if you're having a wonderful moment with your dad and having a great time, and then he has to leave and go to work.
Yeah. I don't remember that, but that's,
right,
that could be
there.
Enough. Yeah.
So all you have to know is when I am loved, I am joyful and happy and a master creator.
Okay.
Because, Erin, you gave yourself Paris.
I did.
You're worth it.
I did. Yeah.
You're worth being that happy. When I say there's anything higher, you just have to consciously now connect what makes you happy with feeling happy.
Okay.
There's this subconscious, oh my God, what if it goes away?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay, well, there you are.
Yeah.
You know, most of us, I mean, I can remember like it was yesterday playing out in a pile of leaves with my older brother and having so much fun, and then a car picked him up and took him away. I can remember standing in my yard looking at that car leaving and starting to cry.
Because you didn't understand he would come back.
It's not about that. It's about I'm in joy of the moment.
Okay.
And then the moment leaves.
Okay.
Somebody comes and takes the moment away. No, not unless you believe that. You got it?
How does that relate to not being able to catch my breath or take a deep breath?
Well, because
it was scary.
You're not allowing yourself to breathe in your joy and freedom.
Okay.
I mean, when you breathe freely, right, that is freedom.
Yeah.
And on some level, you feel like you have to keep yourself in a box if you're going to keep getting and creating what you want, Aaron.
Okay. I hear you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Dee. Thanks.
Yeah.
Love you.
I love you too. And if you put everything, all of these things together, guys, that are coming in, they're giving us a mini lesson on joyfully creating. Vicki in Florida, you're on.
Hey, Dee.
Hi,
This reminds me, this theme reminds me of a saying I heard once in a Reiki class. The teacher said, you know, in the pursuit of happiness, it's a good idea just to be happy.
You bet. Oh, I might steal that. That's
I know.
perfect.
It's out there somewhere.
It's a choice, guys.
Yes, it is. I know.
One of my kids' friends came over the other day and she said, yeah, I'm just depressed today. And I said, well, that's a choice. And she looked at me kind of annoyed. And I said, you don't have to be, but if you want to choose to be and stay there, ask yourself what you're getting out of it. You know?
Yeah, I'm surprised hanging out with you all. She didn't know that already, but
we all know it, Vicki. We just forget to live it.
Yeah,
and then we drop out and we get stuff we don't want, and then we go, holy hell, I know better than this. Let me get back to what I know. That's what our community is all about, is practicing conscious creation every moment.
Practicing. Right.
Yeah, you bet.
Well, I called because I just want to ask the channel, I had this inspiration this week to change the wording in our daily energy routine that we say. And it may not make a difference, but there is a little context to it. And what that is that I've been taking a 6-month class with Marie Manucheri, who's it's a Shift Network class. She's an amazing
all right,
psychic
what's your
medium.
question, Vicki?
Okay. Well, she was mentioning this week in class that when she goes into the field of people with MS, she often sees that their back, listen to how beautiful this is. She said, their back heart is not open enough to receive the love of the universe. And their front, they give out too much energy. So I just thought that was so beautiful and such a reminder. And I know we say, you know, I'm directing and allowing the energy of my heart to be open front and back.
Yep.
So I just added this. See what the channel says. It may not be necessary, but I just added to be open front and back so the back can receive all the love of the universe and the front can direct the light of my balanced brain, which is fully merged with my heart.
Okay.
Does that change anything, or it's kind of what we say anyway? But
Okay. Okay, Vicki. So this is going to be a big teaching moment for everybody, so stop what you're doing. Go to your love place, Vicki.
Okay.
Well, just take a second and go there and really feel that love. It's already done. You didn't have to say any words. You know what you want. You want to be consistently in balance, don't you? You want to be, you stated what you wanted. But in the little child webinar, it came through loud and clear. If we are not directing energy from the state of love, we are not really directing energy. Well, they want to make it real simple for everybody. Think of what you want. Go to your love place. It's done. Now all you have to do is receive it.
Okay.
Okay? You've heard me say 1,000,000 times, it's not about the words. Look,
that's true.
And if you want to use those words, they're perfect and they work. And if you don't direct them through love, they don't.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You bet. Wow, that was what I wanted to teach today, right there. Please, everybody say, I got it. I know. I'm clear. From your love place. Lynn in Los Angeles, you're on.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Hi, baby.
So I wanted to share some good news. Last week we talked, and you'd given me more clarity on my little girl stuff. And so all week I've been claiming that I'm the light that is allowing and receiving all of the good and desires that I want and everything good that I've already created. And I've been loving myself. And so work for me, I sent in 71 hours of work this week.
Well, you certainly got what you wanted, didn't you?
Oh, my gosh. Yes, because everything's been around finances and health. And having worked maybe actually physically worked about half of that. But the way things have been with 8-hour minimums and things like that, it's accumulated that many hours. So it's been a fantastic week. I've been feeling like moments of clarity and feeling more grounded and in my body healthy.
Yes, because you're starting to create from within you, Lynn. You when you go, I guarantee you guys, when you think about what you want, you think about it out there. Oh, I want more money, and you see the money out there somewhere. Oh, I want a relationship. You see the relationship out there somewhere. Everything you create, you must create within you first, which means you must create the harmony and the alignment, the receivership of it within you. And then all energy has to match that.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Is there anything else to claim around health to kind of, I mean, I feel like I'm doing it and things are shifting in
Lynn,
the best possible way.
Go to your love place.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, you're creating health.
Thank you.
You see how hard we want to make it, guys? Again, the channel is saying to remind you, love is the most powerful tool we have to create with. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Yep, you bet. Oh, I'm loving this call. I know you hear me say that every week. Kirk in Long Island, you're on.
How you doing, gorgeous?
I'm pretty awesome, frankly. What's up?
Well, I just finished a really fantastic 3-day workshop with Tony Robbins, and one of my art things that I got into conflicts with the main event they were promoting. During this event, through my own work, I recognized patterns in my own life going back to childhood, and previously they'd look like times when other people let me down. In the past couple of weeks, I've noticed that those were markers along the way of growth and continued journey. And when I was doing this, I thought, well, I couldn't make the event, but I could scholarship somebody else. And it blasted through when I was writing down what I want, that one of the things that's gotten in my way is I show up for everybody else, and I don't necessarily show up for me all the time. And that was something that's had a major negative impact on my life.
Yeah, and that's your definition of loving yourself.
Right. And suddenly it's kind of blatant, and most other people would have already seen this. Genevieve spotted it immediately. She says, why don't you scholarship yourself? And one of the steps I had not completed in promoting my acting at this point was getting my acting website up. I've gotten other media in line, new headshots, updated on IMDb, and I was holding off on the acting website, or I should say I was interrupting myself. And I thought, I would like to create my own website. I enjoy doing that. But it occurred to me the amount that I was thinking of scholarshiping was probably more than it would cost for me to have somebody else set up my website for me. So my question is does the channel say it's better for me to do that, or is the recognition in that enough to allow me to do it more freely myself?
What the channel says is it doesn't effing matter.
Okay.
It just doesn't matter. What matters is that you get it done. So I'm just interested. How much did Tony Robbins charge for this?
Nothing.
No, for the upsell.
$497. $495.
$495.
It was an irresistible offer.
What?
It was an irresistible offer, but I've already made, their schedule conflicted with something I've already achieved.
I just think it's funny, Kirk, because everything you said, you've learned here for the last 10 years.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
It made the
so, guys, if it's not working in your life and you've heard it and you've been taught it and you've studied it, that means you're not living it. If you are living it, I guarantee you your life changes. And you have a lot of proof of this, Kirk.
I do. I'm not, no argument here.
Yeah, whatever is going to fill you up with love from the choice of love in the first place, that's what you want to do now. Do you want to love yourself enough to be more successful? Or do you want to love yourself by giving yourself up and doing for everybody else?
If I love myself fully, then I can love people even more. If I show up for me, I can show up for other people in a much greater way.
That's right. So you see, you have the answer all along, Dorothy, but you keep looking for the answer. Guys, you have all the answers. You are the answer. The answers are not outside of you. If you sit down and write out one thing that you want that you seemingly cannot create, and write down all the beliefs that you got around being successful, getting what you want, making a lot of money, having everything easy, you will see the beliefs that keep pulling you back when you, your adult self, want to move forward. You will see them. But how many of you have done that? I talk about it and talk about it and talk about it. Okay?
Yes.
So it doesn't really matter, Kirk. What matters is being clear about what you want and then doing that. And what you want and what you've wanted ever since I worked with you all the way back when you guys put the red dots on your forehead. I found a picture of that, by the way, the other day and had a big smile. Okay.
Actually, I've been working with you for even longer, back to Sally Johnson.
Yeah.
And I will say that.
So let me tell you, the one thing that you don't do is you don't go within to the God of you. You see it all outside of you. You shift that, everything that you are putting your energy and your focus on will shift. Do you understand, Kirk?
I do.
Okay.
And I will say that one of the benefits of this was writing for 4 hours a day. Was a lot more writing than I've done before. I do feel that I had a distinct advantage having had your guidance for so many years. When they talk about state change, the love place is an instantaneous state change.
Yep.
And a powerful shift from where, and pretty much the same thing is identify what you want, be clear on it, and then the pieces can fall into place. But you need to be clear about what you want.
Yeah. The channel said that for years. The first step in creation is you must know what you want. Thanks, Kirk. I love you, honey.
And one quick thing for Reva, was that Reva that was
yes.
writing books?
Yeah.
One thing I've been thinking about is for people who craft, knitters and crocheters, they usually have more crochet hooks and more knitting needles and more yarn than they can use, and it's okay that they get those. But for people who've been displaced and lost everything, having a sketchbook, having some yarn, having a crochet hook or knitting needles might seem incidental beyond the day-to-day survival thing. But it's so much. It's comfort and it's creating.
Yeah. And you've got to keep creating. Yeah. Thank you.
So Kirk. If there's somewhere.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. This switchboard is weird. Anybody that has links like this of any place that we can help people, I want to compile them quickly and get them out to everybody. And I just want to close the program by quickly saying that you are witnessing in the world and in this country choices being taken away from people, supposedly. We are always at choice about how we react. And when you take choice away from people, you take creation away. I want you to be very clear and remember that. If you do not have the right to choose, or you believe and perceive that and give up that right to choose, then you will stop creating. We do not want to be a part of that. What we want is to see this country fair, loving, compassionate, and with high consciousness guiding it in every way. And we invoke the symbol formula, violet flame, golden light. We are divine love, so it is. Let's say it together loud and proud, baby. I love me. I love me. Go to your love place. Oh, I love me. And I love me even more because I know that's what it's all about.
Thank you for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.